to Gaza, and US President Donald Trump has announced the formation of a Gaza Board of Peace, a key phase 2 element of a US-backed plan to end the war in the enclave. Trump has said that it is a great honor to announce that the Board of Peace has been formed and the members of the body will be announced very shortly. Trump added that he can say with certainty that it is the greatest and most prestigious board ever assembled at any time and any place. The board's creation comes after the announcement of a 15-member Palestinian technocrat committee charged with managing the day-to-day governance of post-war Gaza. The committee will work under the supervision of the Board of Peace, which will be chaired by Trump, as the plan also calls for the deployment of an international stabilization force to help secure Gaza and train vetted Palestinian police units. Matthew joins us once again to discuss this. Matthew, of course, it's great news that that they're moving on to the second phase. However, a lot of critics are saying that how are they doing this? The first phase isn't completed yet. There seems to be one hostage still remaining in Gaza. Hostilities continue. Over 400 Palestinians have been killed after the October the 10th ceasefire, as well as the not the full flow of aid as was previously required. And so why is Donald Trump moving on to his second phase now when the first phase has not yet been completed?
I don't know. I don't have a good answer for you on that. I think that he is just anxious to move the peace process forward in Gaza, and he wants he wants a successful deal to be in place. But yes, there has not been compliance by Hamas. Hamas has not disarmed, but now we're learning that another agreement is going to have to be made in order for that disarmament to take place. So this is not the way I understood things to be before. And now on the Palestinian side, they claim that Israel is in violation of the peace plan because it still has some soldiers in Gaza. So, from 7,000 miles away, I can't tell you. What's actually going on the ground in Gaza.
They've killed over 400
but yeah,
people.
both sides have complaints.
Yes. But of course, the operations continue to retrieve this hostage body in Gaza. Egypt is helping with that, although it is seemingly proving very, very difficult. This Board of Peace, we don't know that much about it. Can you tell us anything about how it will work? Who is on it? Who do we know who is on this Board of Peace, and what kind of role it's going to have in running the enclave?
Well, I thought that wasn't the head of it a Bulgarian fellow by the last name of Mladenov, and I thought he was supposed to be heading it, but international. Political figures will be on it, including some from the United States. Is Witkoff going to be on it? I'm not sure. Ambassador Witkoff might be part of that process. I'm not entirely sure. But they're going to be, they're calling themselves technocrats, in other words, experts, and who are going to run this Board of Peace. And somehow it is going to going to be treated. It's going to be credible to the Palestinians, to the Gazans, and is going to run some sort of a transitional government there. And I think it's an open question how it is actually going to operate, because this is something new, and I don't think it's been tried before in the history of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. So. These things, any sort of peace plan, especially in a place that's so, so accustomed to war, like the Middle East, these things never move forwards
Okay.
smoothly, and there are going to be trouble. There are problems along the way, and I think we're seeing that right now.
Matthew Verdum, thank you very much for joining us. It's a pleasure to talk to you, as always. We move over to the Indo-Pacific next, and China's President Xi Jinping has met Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney in the Chinese capital of Beijing. Both sides struck an upbeat tone once they met, and Carney told Xi he sees immediate and sustained progress ahead. He pointed to agriculture and agri-food, energy and finance were also highlighted as key areas of cooperation. Carney also said he is pleased the two countries are forging a new strategic partnership. President Xi welcomed the shift. He said healthy and stable Canada-China ties serve both nations and they support global peace and stability. Xi added he is encouraged by recent progress and said a meeting last November marked a clear turnaround in relations. The talks come as both sides work to rebuild trust after years of strained ties with trade, investment and global cooperation high on the agenda. Joining us now is Ross Feingold. He's a political analyst and he joins us live from Taipei, the capital of Taiwan. Thank you very much, Ross. It's a pleasure to talk to you. Before we get into the wider implications of this, what is expected to be discussed at the meeting between Xi and Carney? What's going to make it so significant today?
The interesting thing about your question is to make it significant is just the fact that he's there, that Carney has decided to go to Beijing. It's been so many years since a Canadian Prime Minister has visited China. China has reasons why it's angry at Canada going back several years already. So this is a relationship that's had a lot of tension in recent years. And we have to be frank here. Carney's there to make money. Right? He wants to significantly increase exports from Canada to China. So when it comes to what they're going to talk about, the ideal outcome for Carney would be commitments, real commitments, not just talk, but actually announce deals for